Great Orbax from the Department of Physics at the University of Guelph. And we're going to explore the science of pop culture as we see what's real or unreal.
Godzilla vs. Kong!
For years, we wondered who would win in a battle between our greatest titans, King Kong and Godzilla. Well, for decades, the answer was very clearly Godzilla. The ever-changing incarnations of Kong have really stepped up to the plate in terms of giving us a kaiju that can face the king of all monsters. So let's see, in reality, who would actually win in their latest endeavor, Godzilla vs. Kong. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Nice. First up, we've got Godzilla. Bioatomic structure, the ability to withstand multiple extinction events. And furthermore, he's powered by geothermal radiation drawn from the Earth's core. Next, we have King Kong, a giant monkey. Speed, agility, and a punch so strong, it actually registers as a magnitude 4.2 earthquake. Our first contestant in our battle royale is King Kong. Now, Kong presents us with a classic argument. Take an object, be it a person, be it an ape, be it a cow, and make it bigger. To quote Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers, "Magic wand, make my monster grow!" But here's the thing about that. As organisms, we're the size we are often for very particular reasons, and a lot of the times it's just gravity. Our bones, our muscles, our tissue, all are optimized to work through a certain range of size, and it's a trade-off between moving a mass of an object and how much energy is required to do that. We can tackle this for Kong with a simple scaling argument. Now, the average person's not much different than an ape, especially the average people that I meet. If you were to take a 6-foot person and scale them up to Kong size, that would be about 56 times as tall. But here's the thing. They're not just 56 times taller, they're 56 times wider and 56 times thicker. The mass of that giant scales as the volume, which is 3 dimensions in length, a length, a width, and a height. When we think about what supports that mass, we think about the legs, and the legs have a cross-sectional area. Area goes as 2 dimensions in length. And depending on how big that mass gets, that cross-sectional area may no longer be able to actually support the mass of the giant itself. So here's the deal. A human or ape femur can support about 10 to 30 times its mass. If you scale up to about the size of Kong, it would have to support almost 60 times that mass, which it just simply can't do. Basically, what would happen is in the first step of that fight, both of Kong's legs would break and Godzilla is the victor. But here's the other side of that leg snapping coin. Godzilla is all legs. Based on the original Toho studio designed rubber suits, Godzilla's got these thick thighs that actually could support a 120-meter tall Leviathan. So here's the question, I guess. Did a 120-meter tall lizard ever exist? Very seldom are Titanosaur skeletons ever found intact, but scientists can make estimates. Whether we're looking at Argentinosaurus or Dreadnoughtus or any of the other titanic sauropods, we're basically looking at creatures that would have capped out at about 20 meters tall and 30 meters long max. Pretty small when compared to Godzilla, who clears those stats by an easy 100 meters. But let's say it's possible. Say we could have a 120-meter tall dinosaur. The problem in that case isn't the structure of the body. The problem is actually the energy required to move that. Cold-blooded creatures simply can't generate enough energy or power to move a structure like that around, let alone fight. I mean, in order to actually power something like that, you'd have to have like a nuclear power plant in its stomach or something. And there's actually even some credence about this going back to the dinosaurs, not the nuclear part, but like the warm-blooded versus the cold-blooded part. Scientists have speculated that some of the large titanosaurs might actually have been partially warm-blooded in order to stabilize their body temperatures. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, while no dinosaur ever got close to Godzilla in size, he has the right structure, he has the right power supply, and he's got the gumption to maintain his position as the king of the monsters.